What's going on, everybody? So I picked up these ultrafine stones for the Spyderco Sharpmaker recently, and I thought I'd make a video just going through and touching up some of my blades and just doing some sharpening. Yesterday I had some blades from a family member of mine actually, and I tested them out with the ultrafine stones and got some pretty decent results. So it kind of made me want to pick up a couple of my knives and see what I can do with them. I've never used these stones with the Sharpmaker before. I've always just had the coarse and the fine stones that come with the kit. So I'm curious to continue trying them and seeing what kind of results I can get. Now I have this Mora knife. It's very dull, doesn't shave hair at all. You know, I could sit there and it doesn't pop hair off my hand. This was actually gifted to me, and I've used it a few times and never really sharpened it before or honed it or anything. So just thought wanted to see if I could put an edge on this. Now this is not a demonstration video, it's not an instructional video. I'm just basically sharpening some blades, and I thought I'd turn the camera on and go ahead and talk to you guys a little bit while I'm doing it. So it's also good to, in my opinion, to make videos of yourself sharpening every once in a while, because you could kind of see some of the things you might be doing wrong or see what you could improve on. For instance, with the Sharpmaker, the way that I'm doing it is I'm just going to do light, even strokes on both sides, and I'm going to try and keep the knife vertically straight when I'm doing this, because these angles are preset. This is the 40-degree side, so you want to try and keep your blade as straight vertically as possible. And I'm going to go through, I'm going to work on the points of the stones, and then I'm going to work on the flats. So there's different ways you can use it. Some people will sharpen one side repeatedly until they get a burr on the other side. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just go even light strokes on both sides, because that's just how I do it. There's lots of different sharpening methods with this system. This is just how I do it, and it seems to work pretty well for me. If you do it differently, I say that's great, as long as you get results. So let's see what we can do. You want to try not to lift your edge or pull your edge off of the tip. I mean, you want to try not to pull the tip off of the stone, because if you repeatedly do that, it can round out your tip. Not a huge deal like everyone makes it out to be, unless you want your knife to be perfect all the time. I mean, honestly, you know, you want to be mindful of it, but it's not the end of the world if you do that a couple times, contrary to popular belief. We just want to get a sharp edge and see what we can do. Not a whole lot has been going on here, just been working a lot, taking care of things at home. I do have a fishing trip planned coming up in the beginning of November, hopefully to Bishop for several nights, Bishop, California, to fish a reservoir up there, as well as some other places. So that should be fun. Starting to do some planning for that with a couple other people. Been watching a lot of videos. Have not been making videos, obviously, but I always enjoy watching everyone else's videos. Hopefully in the future I will get more active at making videos. I can't guarantee anything, but we'll see. Let's see what we're looking at here. We're getting there. It might take a little bit. This is like I said, I had this knife was very dull. I'm going to go ahead and move to the flats. Just to put things into perspective, I do have a camera right out in front of me. This is a little bit difficult and awkward to do this how I want to do it without hitting or bumping the camera with my elbow. But we'll see what we can do here. Just see what kind of results I can get. And then I'll upload the video and everyone will tell me how I'm doing it wrong and how their expert keyboard warrior knife sharpeners that can do it so much better than me. Rock on! See where we're at. Not hair popping yet, but I can see, can feel the edge starting to develop a little bit, so that's good. I think once we hit the fine stones, we can start to get it to hair popping, and then when we hit the ultrafine, it'll probably refine it a lot more. The key to doing it with the Sharpmaker, how I'm doing it, is really consistency. If you can keep that blade vertically straight on both sides, you can get some really good results with this on a variety of different blades. That's what makes the Sharpmaker so awesome. Because it's affordable too. I mean, it's within everyone's price range pretty much. Another sharpener I've been looking at possibly getting down the road is the Work Sharp. Mainly for just quick reprofiling of, you know, like to put a... It's helpful with tool sharpening if you have axes and things like that, lawnmower blades and other, you know, other things like that, but it takes off a lot of steel, but it gives you more capability. Like if I wanted to just put a completely new edge on something, or if I had some chips in an edge, that would take them off fairly quickly. It wouldn't be what I would use to hone my knives, obviously, but I think it would be pretty useful for certain instances, fixing things. Alright, let's move on to the fine stones. Go with the points first. Just gentle, light, even strokes. That's what I'm doing again. Let's see where we're at. See if we're starting to get somewhere. Not quite. Not popping hair just yet. Keep out a little bit. And see what we can do. By the way, I do have the newer coloration of the Benchmade Bug Out, and this is just, it's been my favorite EDC. Really liking this knife. I really like the coloration. I like this one more than the blue. It's just been one of my favorite by far. If you haven't picked one of these up and you're looking at the Bug Out, I highly recommend it. Anyways, back to the sharpening. Not popping hair yet. Let me get a drink of coffee here. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and switch to the flats. See if that will help us out here. Still not popping hair. A little bit down towards the bottom of the edge. Not much. Not very good. Keep working out a little more. We're already at 12 minutes, so we may not get to those other blades on the video. I might have to do it off camera. Now again, the reason why I'm doing this is one, just to make a video while I'm touching up some edges, but also so I can look at it, the video after, and see what I was maybe doing wrong and how I could improve on my sharpening. And also to test out the ultrafine stones, which we will. We'll get to it. I just want to at least get an edge going here to where I feel like we're at the point to move on to the ultrafine stones. This thing was pretty dull. I may have needed to stay on those coarse stones a little bit longer to develop and hone that edge at first with the coarser stones. But I think we can get it. I can already feel a difference. We're almost there. Yeah, see, now we're popping hair. Yep. Almost ready to move on to the ultra fine. We're popping hair now. So we're getting there. I'm gonna go 5 more strokes on each side. 5 more swipes. Actually, I lost count, but okay, let's move on to the ultra fine and see what we can do with it. We'll start off with the points and then move on to the flats. These are distinguishable from the fine and between the fine and ultra fine because they have a red top. If you can see on there, the tops are painted red, so that way you don't mix them up, hopefully. It's just fun to sharpen blades sometimes too. It can be therapeutic. Let's see where we're at. We are popping hair. Look at that. I don't know how well you can see that. Definitely popping hair. Got hair all over the place. I'm going to have hairless hands by the time we're done with this. Alright, I'm going to move on to the flats. Refine the edge just a little bit more. And we'll see where we're at. Again, I'm just trying to keep the blade vertically flat, straight up and down. As best I can. See that? It's definitely popping hair. Much easier now. Both sides. No problem at all. I'd say that's pretty good. I'm going to call that, sorry for bumping the camera, that's pretty good. So far I'm pretty impressed with these ultrafine stones. I'm not going to go through and sharpen these knives right now. Already at 18 minutes. But I think that's point proven that these are effective, and I really like them. I think they're definitely worth looking into if you have the Spyderco Sharpmaker. Definitely look at the ultrafine stones. I will put a link to them to purchase them on Amazon in the description box. Keep in mind it is an affiliate link. So if you are considering buying them, it would be greatly appreciated if you purchase them through my link, but if not, no problem at all. I appreciate you guys for watching. I hope everyone's doing well, and I will see you guys either on the next video or in the comments on someone else's video. So take care. Thanks for watching. See you guys.